This gives a whole new meaning to Am I Orange? Hey guys, so today's video is actually going to be me trying out a whole bunch of new makeup products that have launched. Is it a full face of first impressions? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it is. Don't question me about that again. I'm just gonna jump right into it and get started on my makeup. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you guys wanna stay more up to date with what's going on in my life, see some funny things as they happen, live on IG stories or Twitter. That's where the majority of things go down, okay? Twitter's my main baby. But Instagram, I'm really starting to like try, okay? Trying to try. Sometimes with my Instagram, I'm like, it's just fucking another place to post. And right now I'm like, oh, my feed's looking so pretty because I have been really trying on my photos and I'm really loving the way that it looks. And my Instagram stories are like a place that I'm at all day, every day. And I just think that you should follow if you care. But if you don't, then wow, rude. All right, and let's just do this. So I'm gonna start with my face again, like my skin, because I'm gonna be using Colourpop shadows today and I don't feel like I have much of an issue with those falling out onto my face. So the first product that I wanna start off with today is actually this. And this is the new Dragun Beauty Skin Perfecting Potion, the Dragunfire Skin Perfecting Potion. And I don't know how to use this. So basically what this is, from what I understand, is a color corrector. Now this is Nikita Dragun's brand new brand. And it is, I think the packaging is really cute. Like, look at that. Ooh, yeah, dragon scales. Oh my God, don't look at this nail, by the way. I'm showing it to you, but don't look at it. Look at it. I peeled it off last night because I went like this and my hair got caught underneath it because I'm ready for new polish. And oh, it was so uncomfortable, so I peeled it off. Anyway, it looks horrific. I don't want to talk about it. So I will for the next 5 minutes. But this is Nikita Dragun's new brand. The first 2 products that have ever launched for the brand. This is a color corrector, from what I understand, for dark spots and when you want to correct like a dark pigmentation. So you can probably likely use this on the under eyes. From what I have heard, this is a universal shade. So this should work on my skin tone and deep skin tone. So I'm gonna try it out today. I'm gonna use it on my under eyes. If you guys did not watch it last month or the month before, I did a video that I will link up here and it was trying out the Instagram trends. And I used red lipstick on my under eyes. You see so many people doing it and I feel like it really did cancel out the darkness on my under eyes. I'm gonna do that today and I'm gonna try it with this product. So I'd be so interested to see how this works. I'm gonna do just a couple little dots on my under eyes. I'm gonna use this little brush. I was surprised in that Instagram video that I made how well that color correcting like that actually worked. It seemed to really cancel out the darkness on my under eyes. That was red, this is orange, but you have to know like color theory. Actually, Samantha did a color theory video recently. I only watched about half of it so far, but it was actually really informative. I'm gonna link it up here. It was so good about like the color wheel and color theory, and it really helps you to understand a little bit more about what's going on with color and why. Like, so I guess from what I think, orange is the opposite of the color wheel of blue. So if you have like blue under eye circles, this can help with that. By the way, this is the Beige Cosmetics 137 brush. And I don't personally know what makes this product any different than any other orange color corrector out there. Nikita's brand, and this is what she wanted to do, and this is what she did. And I'm interested to see if my concealer covers that better. Just doing a teeny little dot of concealer on my lids. I'm gonna prime my lids for, oh wait, no, I was gonna do my skin first. I've already done my brows. As you guys can see, I used the Covergirl soft brown, this thing, brow pencil. And I really like this. I use it like every day. It's such a good brow pencil. Do I need a beauty blender? I feel like I need a beauty blender. Hold on, I'm gonna get a beauty blender. This gives a whole new meaning to Am I Orange? I think I'm overdoing it with this, but I wanna make sure I'm giving it a shot to actually show up, you know? Oh God, put it on my eyelid. All right, so foundation wise, I wanna retry this foundation. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. And I remember using this back in the day and like kind of liking it, but I think I used a shade that was too light for me and it's hard for me to remember. So I'm going to retry this because they sent over a bunch more of these and I've seen a lot of people say that this is their favorite foundation. So I'm gonna give it a try again. This is the shade Golden Beige, and because I am self-tanned right now, I feel like this will work for me. So I'm going to, oh yeah, I do think that'll work. Oh yeah, it's peachy smelling, that's right. Oh, Before I used a beauty blender to apply this, I'm going to use my brush today because you guys know I love the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. And I want to see if that makes a difference on how I like this. Oh, it's very strong smelling. I don't remember that smell being like that. Oh, I don't know if I like that smell. It's nice. It's like a pleasant smell, but it's very heavily scented. So if you're very sensitive to smells, you may not like this. It smells like very artificial peach. I feel like the shade match isn't bad with my self tan. On first application, I feel like it's not like uber matte. It calls itself a comfort matte, and I don't remember what that meant. I feel like it's not too matte though, but it does seem to be mattifying as it dries down, which is kind of unfortunate for me. Is this too light? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it is mattifying. It does feel fine on my face, but it doesn't look the ultimate best. But sometimes foundations don't look as incredible right when you put them on, but when you get the rest of your makeup on, they look fine. So I'm not gonna judge it too harshly right now. Try not to overuse the product as well. No, this is like half a pump on each side so far. I'm trying to like really distribute out the product because I feel like for the longest time I would review products, but I would review them the way I felt like I should be applying them. Like I was always putting multiple pumps of foundation on my face, and then I would be like, this is a cakey foundation. It's like, well, no shit. Oh yeah, it's definitely mattified quite a bit. Doesn't look like awful, but it's not my favorite finish. If you like a matte finish, it's not like, it feels a little makeup-y. My nose does not look great, which is a big telling area on me. If my nose doesn't look good, it doesn't look bad necessarily, but it doesn't look ideal. I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face, and I'll let you know how the foundation looks at the end after all the rest of the makeup's on, because I feel like that's how you can really tell. Like, that's where you can really tell. Do I try a new concealer today? I feel like I probably should, but I also want to test this, and I know how Colourpop covers. Okay, I'm not gonna try a new concealer today because I am trying the Dragun Beauty color corrector, and I wanna make sure that it's the color corrector that I can see working. So I'm gonna use my normal Colourpop No Filter concealer, which y'all know I love. Maybe I'll use a little beauty blender moment. Do I feel like it covered my discoloration or my dark under eyes more so than normal? Maybe I didn't use enough. I don't know. I don't know if I do see that much of a difference. You know, I think that if you're looking for a color corrector, I would have to, well, actually I do feel like my under eyes look pretty good. I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything too much too soon, because you know what happened to the girl who did too much too soon. She died, Jill. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this powder now. This is the Dragun Beauty DragunHeart Transformation Face Powder. And I don't know how you're supposed to use this. I don't have any instructions with anything. Maybe there's some inside. This is the packaging right here. Open it up and you've got your two different powders on the inside. Oh, and there's a mirror. Cool. I just don't know how to use these. Maybe I will, because I think that they have a bit of shimmer in them. Let me see. DragunBeauty.com. I'm gonna watch a little informational video of Nikita Dragun using this. So let me see. Okay, so she took a brush kind of like this. This is my Sigma tapered highlighter brush. You know, I actually do kind of feel like my under eyes look all right. All right, so I'm gonna dip into this and this. I'm gonna kind of mix the both together. There's one peachier and one more yellow. And I'm going to, I normally don't powder my under eyes. Let me make sure all my creases are out, hang on. In her video, she showed like using it on the under eye area and like in this little triangle. Okay, so I feel like on me with this product, I'm gonna zoom you in and show you what I'm talking about. Ugh, wrong way. So here's my under eyes. And I feel like with this powder, it brightens, but it adds like a slight shimmer. I'll turn this back up, let's see. I don't know if you can see. It is supposed to be like, I think, a light reflecting powder. And it definitely does, because I feel like the areas that I'm adding it are more, wow, they really do, look at that. I feel like the areas that I've added it, which are underneath my eyes right here and right here, they do come forward more because they are highlighted and they are brighter. Yeah, it's weird because in the pan it looks, you see that? In the pan it looks very peachy, and then on your face it's very almost like white. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a powder highlighter almost. Yeah, and I do feel because it does have a bit of shimmer in there, if you don't have perfectly smooth skin, it may emphasize your texture because as you can see I'm very textured right here, and I feel like it is sort of making that more prominent, but it's not like awful. And I do feel like it highlighted those areas, so if you're looking to highlight, I feel like it did bring that forward. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it did work. I feel like these products are very Nikita Dragun, and I'm not really a powder person, first of all, and I don't color correct generally, and I don't highlight my under eyes either. I always use a concealer that's sort of like the same color as my foundation. So for me, I don't know if these products are the best suited for my particular style of makeup, but if you are wanting that like huge transformation and like super glam and going through all the steps, and if you're needing that extra brightening and color correction, then you may like these products. So now I'm gonna work on my skin first. I always do my eyes first, but I feel like these videos are always starting off then with my eyes first. So I wanna work on my skin some more. And I got these bronzers in the mail and they are so interesting. First of all, they smell so good. They smell like Cocoa Puffs. These are from PUR Cosmetics, and these are the Matte Bronzer Light. And see, they have the speckles in there. I'm gonna try this one first because it looks like it could be a decent mixture of like bronzer slash contour. Lately I've been, oh my God, Cocoa Puffs. It smells so lovely. So I'm going to dip into this. Again, this is L28 Bronzing Act, and I'm gonna see how this performs. Lately, I've been using the Sigma Duo Fiber powder brush for my bronzer and contour because I feel like it gives just such a natural blend. Ooh, I like that shade. It's not orangey at all. Ooh, that's actually really nice. So that may be my new favorite bronzer. I think that that is a beautiful color. It's got such a nice, almost like red base to it. Was that Bronzing Act? Is this the one that I just used? It looks unused. It's got such a beautiful finish to it. It's matte, but not too matte. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's got such a nice, like natural, light, reddish, warm base, but it's not like, I don't know, it like works as a contour and a bronzer, and it looks really healthy. I love that shade. I struggle sometimes with bronzers being too orangey on me, and that is not at all. So I feel like it's such a win. I really love it. I really like that. PUR Cosmetics, killing it. This is, again, what it is. It's the PUR Matte Bronzer Light in Bronzing Act. And wow, I really enjoy that so much. There's a few other colors as well, which I think is awesome. Look at some of these shades. So there's this one here, and that would work great for, you know, a deeper skin tone. And then there's this one here that doesn't have the flex. So there are varying shades in there. This one worked really great for my fair skin. Wow, I'm really happy about that. Oh, and there's another one as well. What's this one? Oh, this one is Balancing Act. That one's even lighter if you have very fair skin. Mattifying Shine Control Powder. Don't mind if I do, even though I don't like matte skin. We are matte today, baby. All right, so far, so good. Since we're still working on the face, I received these in the mail. These are the Colourpop You Make Us Blush Super Shock Blush Set. That was rough. The packaging is so beautiful. I love that they use this like soft flesh tone with the flowers. It's so beautiful. And I'm kind of going for like a peachy vibe today. So I think I'm gonna take this one here and maybe this one here. So this is Count Me In, and this one is Get Laid, but it's like Laid. Colourpop, you're getting a little bit risque on me now. I think I'm preferring this one right now. This is Count Me In. I'm gonna dip a bit into that with my same brush. These are a product I haven't tested out a ton of. The Super Shock Blush. I don't really know how to use them because they're like the Super Shock Shadow. So they're kind of like a wet, squishy feeling, but also like powdery at the same time. So I think I'm gonna try it on my brush and just see. Oh, well that worked. That actually looks quite nice. I like that color. They're very subtle. I guess I was expecting these because I haven't played with these much. I guess I was thinking that they would be a lot more harsh because they are that like squishy, almost like cream powder formula, but that's very subtle and very natural and pretty looking. Oh, I like this very much. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, well, I thought that was really pretty. Has Colourpop ever done anything that sucks? I don't know. Oh, that stick foundation was like the only thing I've ever like not lived for. Man, the other foundation. Foundations for me though are like really rough. That's why I feel like it's hard for me to really love something deeply into the pit of my soul. That's like the only thing that I haven't ever been like in love with from Colourpop. But I feel like most of their other products are very high quality. This is the palette that came with the same collection, and boy, when I saw it online, I was like, it's a warm tone. And then I saw it in person and I was like, oh, it's really pretty. In person, it's more peachy than you feel like it's going to be from when you see it online. When I saw it online, I was like, wow, another warm tone eyeshadow palette, revolutionary. And then I saw it in person, I was like, damn it, it's really beautiful. This shade is unbearably beautiful. It's like so stupid gorgeous. Is it a pressed glitter? Ooh, it's so pretty. So I think I'm just gonna play. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna kind of mix a little bit of this shade with this one and kind of do like an up and up. You know what? Instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna do it and shut up about it. So I'm doing like a type of eye look where you bring it all the way up. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I've seen these a few times over the internet, mostly on like avant-garde looks, but you like bring the shadow up really high and then the center shade goes really high as well. I've done these before in the past, but just not recently. But as expected with Colourpop shadows, they perform the same as other Colourpop shadows. I mean, I like Colourpop's products. I think that they're high quality for a really reasonable price. So it's really easy for me to want to talk about them on my channel because I feel like so many people have the accessibility factor with Colourpop. Like you can get it easily online. They're inexpensive. They're high quality. They have so many different products that it's easy to choose something that may fit your personal style. Like this is a really pretty palette and it's literally called Colourpop Sweet Talk You're Pretty. Like it is pretty. I feel like that's the word for it. So I've really been into watching Insta videos lately, and Nessa Sunshine on Instagram does some really amazing Instagram videos, and when she applies shimmers, she applies them with like a fluffy brush and they look so satisfyingly beautiful. I want to try it today. I don't know if it's just like editing magic that I'm seeing or if I'm just, I don't know, expecting something, but when she applies shimmers, it looks so beautiful. So I'm going to use this shade here, Garden Date, and I'm going to see if I can use that and like, I don't know, maybe do the same thing. It kind of works, Nessa. The shade is really beautiful in person. The camera really can't do it justice, but in person, it's like a golden peach shade and it looks really soft and pretty. And then I'm gonna take some of that Prima Drama. I'm gonna pat it right here. Oh, what a cool, okay, you cannot tell on camera. Oh, you can't tell. It's like big chunky glitter. I love that formula. Wow, it's not at all what I was picturing it being. It's like chunky glitter, but in a really soft way. It's very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Oh, and this particular one has like gold peach reflect. It's like hot pink. Let me see if I can turn the lights down. If I go out of focus, maybe? I don't know. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's got like bright orange, gold. Oh, very pretty. I like that the most. Just the absolute most. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna take a bit of the darkest shade in the palette, so that stands out a little bit more. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera real quick, and I will probably just go toss some lashes on, and then I will be right back to finish off the rest of the face. Okay, I finished off the eyes, and for them, I used the shade Dream Maker. I used Dream Maker, Meadow, and what's that bitch called? In case you missed it. And then in the center of the eyes, I used a little bit of this one, which is Side to Side, and then this one again, which was Prima Drama. This palette is lovely. I am in love. Like I said, I really wasn't expecting to love it as much as I do, but it's so beautiful. It's very peachy. Don't let the way it looks online almost deter you from it, because if you're not super into oranges, I don't feel like these pull more orange than they do soft, peach, golden. Like, look at this shade. Oh my God, it's really stunning. This shade is probably one of the prettiest eyeshadows I've ever put on my face. It's beautiful. Highly, highly recommend this. It's honestly stupid good. It's almost annoying. And you know what? This shade, and I think I'm correct in this, I think this is a Super Shock shadow right here. Yeah, that's 100% a Super Shock shadow, and I use it on the bottom. Looks so beautiful. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I can't get over it. Probably my favorite one that they've done so far. It's lovely. After sitting here, I'm gonna put a little more blush on, and I'm gonna try this shade. This is Get Laid. I feel like because my eyes are so intense, I wanna just have a little bit more blush drama going on, but keep this one a little more up towards my temples. And then for highlighter today, I think I want to use the PUR Cosmetics highlighters. They're in the same packaging as the bronzers. This is one of the shades. This is Afterglow, and I think this one's going to be perfect. PUR Cosmetics has, I think, some of the more underrated highlighters from what I remember. So in my BoxyCharm that I always get, I feel like PUR and BoxyCharm do a lot of stuff together. And I got this highlighter and contour palette from one of my BoxyCharms, and the highlighter in it is wet and beautiful, and this seems like it's going to be that way. So again, this is Afterglow. Yeah, they're so pretty. That performs really beautifully. I like it a lot. I think it looks so pretty and natural and like glow from within without being too much. And then Colourpop had these new lipsticks that they launched with the same collection. This is 7 Springs. I think that's a little orangey for me, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of a pinkier shade in. This one is Flower Szn, SSZN. Ooh. That. Because I'm going to take a little brush. This is the Morphe M456. I'm gonna give it that undefined edge that you guys know I love. And this is the finished look. So, my final thoughts on everything. I'm gonna start off with the first product. So the Dragun Beauty Color Corrector. So I can't, obviously see it because it's covered up with foundation and concealer and everything, but I do feel like my under eyes look nice and bright, whether that be the powder from Dragun Beauty or it be the combo of both. It could be anything. Do I feel like this was a necessary step in my personal beauty routine? No, but that's because I really don't ever color correct ever, and so it's not like this is replacing another product to see. I believe this is $25, so it is, I'd say, up there in price, but if you are somebody who does color correct, you may want to give it a shot and see how it works. It is apparently universal, but I can't test that because I'm super fucking white. Foundation, the Peach Perfect Foundation it is very matte. I would say it's not like the most matte foundation that I've ever used, like by any means, but it is a very matte foundation. It has a little bit of luminosity to it, but again, it's not ideal for me, but it doesn't look bad, and the coverage is really beautiful, and I bet you with throughout the day wearing it, it's going to warm up to my skin pretty nicely. It doesn't look awful. Does it look perfect? No, I feel like it does emphasize my texture a bit, but it's not the worst foundation I've ever worn by any means. The smell is a little jarring, but it is gone now. I can't like smell my skin. I don't like smell like an artificial peach walking around. May look like one, but I don't smell like one. The powder from Dragun Beauty. Do I feel like it brightened? Oh yeah, and you can even see it do so in Nikita's video that is up on Dragun Beauty's page. But for me, I don't love a super highlighted like middle of the face, but a lot of people do. I actually like to take bronzer and put it right here on my face to give that like I was just out in the sun look. I like take it all along the center of my face. So for me, I don't love the whole like Kim Kardashian center of the face being brighter thing, but if you do, I feel like this powder brightens. It's not super subtle. It's not horrific by any means, but it's very noticeable. I do feel because it has a tad bit of shimmer in it that I do see a little bit of emphasis on my texture. But again, if you're not super textured like me and you have very smooth skin, but you want that really super bright and V look, it looks really nice. And I feel like it brightened the shit out of my under eyes. And like everywhere I put it, it just made stand out and pop forward. So if you're looking to give like a very dramatic chiseled look to the face and you want areas to really pop forward, I feel like it definitely did that. And I do feel young and beautiful. So I feel young and beautiful both at the same time. I feel like it did what it's supposed to do. It really highlighted the shit out of my under eyes and where I put it. And I feel like actually looks pretty nice and the finished end result. I feel like when I just had my foundation on and that highlighter, I was like, whoa. I'm going to keep trying that out and see how I like it. But yeah, so far, not bad. The PUR bronzer. Oh, okay, I love it so much. I love it so much. I think that the bronzer may be, dare I say, one of my favorite bronzers I've ever used. It is very beautiful. For my fair skin, and I have a bit of self-tanner going on right now, it looks lovely. It's not too light, it's not too deep, it's not too orange, it's not too red. It's kind of a perfect mixture. It's almost as if they made the perfect bronzer. It's very beautiful. It's subtle. It's not overly so to where you're gonna overdo it. I felt very like I had a lot of control over the product. Sometimes with certain bronzers, I start putting them on and I'm like, it's just too much too fast. And this was not too much too fast. So this is the highlight that I used, and this was Afterglow Illuminator, and it looks so beautiful. I feel like it's such a nice subtle sheen, not too much, but still gives you that really pretty like wet lit from within glow. It's not overkill, but it's not underkill at the same time. The eyeshadow palette is, like I said, I have no surprise to the fact that this is my favorite eyeshadow palette that Colourpop has ever released. I feel like it is gorgeous. The packaging is so pretty. I love the flowers. I love the color story. This is such a unique formula that I've never tried before. They call it a pressed glitter, but it performs so beautifully because it has like big chunks of glitter in it as well as little. I know you can't tell on camera, but that's what it looks like, and it's so beyond beautiful. I mean, it's Colourpop. They perform beautifully. I feel like it's such a gorgeous spring palette. They really knocked it out of the park with this one, and the price is right. Colourpop is so inexpensive that I feel like so many people can afford it and it's accessible to them. Same with these. These are really my first super trial at the Super Shock blushes, and both of these I really enjoyed. Again, this first one was Count Me In, which is a little more muted, and then this shade was Get Laid. And even though this looks like a bright orange, on my face, I feel like it just gives a really pretty blush. I got the whole blush collection over here, and I feel like I'm really gonna use the crap out of these. I found that when I used it with the Duo Fiber brush, I really just kind of, not scraped into the product, but pushed into it, because when you tap in like a normal blush, because it's not a traditional powder, it doesn't just like pick up on the brush. You kind of have to dig into it because it is like that cream to powder formula, but it did not overly apply. It doesn't look like chunky or chalky like I expected it to. Really nice. I'm liking these quite a bit. And same with the lip products. This color is so pretty. This is a mixture of the two because I couldn't quite decide. I really like the one that I ended up with, which was Flower Szn. And it's a little bit of mixture of Seven Springs. And then of course you saw that I kind of blended out the edges because I like that like popsicle lip look. I don't love a super defined edge on me. I know it can make your lips look larger. I just don't care. Every time I've ever watched an Instagram video, you tell me if you guys feel the same. I always wondered if anyone else felt this way. Every time I watch an Instagram video and the eyes are done first and the lips are still undone, I love that look better than when they finish off the lip look. I don't know what it is. It's just a personal preference. Yeah, and these lashes, by the way, are the Koko Lashes Venus. Again, they're the best lash in the world. Favorite lash I've ever tried. So beautiful. And I think that's everything that I put on my face today. And I'm very, very pleased with the outcome. I feel really pretty. So I'm very happy. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys tried any of this. Is there anything else that you guys are really interested in seeing me try? I will give it a go. I am very pleased with discovering new makeup. I think that's a thing sometimes when you get stuck in your same rut of makeup, you don't quite branch out, and I get to doing that where I'm using the same bronzer every day, the same highlight every day, the same thing, and then when I try something new, I'm like, oh, I'm very pleased. I love being pleased. Oh, woo, not for the internet. All right, well, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and subscribe if you have not yet. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you're interested. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Having one of those hair days that's like, what is this? Up and out? That's not so bad. Really something. I was gonna say something, but I don't know what it was. From what I understand, for dark spots, for... Oh, it's orange. Is it orange? Oh my god, I'm covered in cat hair. I don't know if you can see this. There's literally cat hair on everything. We've been like... cat hair all over me. We've been... Am I orange though? The rest of me? Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. All right, we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. I'll let you know how the foundation I'll let you know how the foundation looks at the time. We're gonna move on to the rest of the face. I'm gonna let you know how the foundation... Do I feel like it covered... Where did the lid go? Did I just... Why do I do... Oh, it's right there. Okay, relax. I have the accessibility. I'm going to use the shade Garden Date from the top. Hey, so I finished off the eyes. I really wasn't expecting to live it as much as I die. PUR Cosmetics. Hang on. I'm orange. I'm orange. Still orange. Still orange. I hate everyone. Okay, I think that's better. But I really like the one I find it up. What? I really like the one that I ended up with I really like the one.